So this video didn't go as planned, unfortunately. First of all, I'm going to show you the repairs that I did for the limp mode and for the tail light, which went well, surprisingly. And then I went for a drive, and I'm going to show you the first part as it was going well, and then I'm going to get back to this conversation. A new day today. I've been doing some buy it nows on eBay, and I'm going to show you some of the things I've ordered. I've managed to get a boot lock, and I've managed to get a pipe for the boost, and I'll show you that in a minute. One second. So here's the boot mechanism. Just got that. This was £20, which isn't too bad, and it's from a Twingo as well, even though they're common with other things. And then, as I told you last week, I tried to find an engine bay picture for the boost or intake pipe, and I couldn't find anything. Okay, I was infuriated. But what I did do is I went on a Clio engine bay, because it has the same engine. One of their Clios has the same 1.2 turbo that's in this car, and I found this part. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but this is the same fitting that's in our car. This is the same sort of end. This pipe was free, basically, this part of the pipe. But then there's this in the middle that has the small pipe, and it's a Bosch part, and I don't know what that other pipe was called. It's just called intake pipe, but all of them are called intake pipes. So we're going to go now. First of all, I'm going to try and do these tail lights for all the cars like this. Then I'm going to flip it round and do the pipe under the bonnet, and we'll do the boot mechanism as well. And then we'll take it for a drive, and hopefully the limp mode is fixed. Come with me. Alright, let's see if the boot opens first again. Good sign, okay. So we'll start with the boot mechanism. Let me get my tools and then we'll get going on that. There we go. Take the new one. Match up the parts. Looks similar. I don't think it's the same though. The mechanism doesn't fit. Listed as a Renault Twingo, the same years as this car. It's just a different mechanism, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to put this back together with the old mechanism. It's still working for the time being until I get a new one. In the meantime, I'm going to work on the thing, on the pipe. Actually, I might do the tail lights as well while we're here. Then we'll do the pipe at the front. Hopefully that fixes the limp mode. And then it's just going to be the boot mechanism. So I might do the road trip video and then come back and finish that by the time this arrives. Alright, so I've just had to go and buy another mechanism. This one's from a GT and an RS. Double the price of the other one that I now have to return. Fantastic. Why, Renault? Why? It's just a little bit slimmer, so it actually fits in the boot. Why is it a different boot lid? Explain it to me. Anyway. So here, I'll show you the issue. So do you see there, that spring? This is supposed to be inside here. I'm not sure if you're able to see in there. It basically pulls the latch when you press the button. It springs it back so it actually opens and releases the boot. Otherwise the boot remains locked. So yeah, almost done. We just have to see if this works now. easy as that. Okay, so just put the car this way. And I think this is the tail light that has the issue because this is the brighter one. Okay, so we're going to take this out, try and look at the plugs or the wires and see if there's anything damaged. Try and maybe sand them down a little bit, make sure there's a good connection so there's a good ground, and then we're going to see if that fixes the issue. Give me a moment. So here are the ground connections, or all the connections from the tail light. They all look pretty decent, to be fair. Nothing looks insane. We'll look at the plug as well. I'll show you the plug 1 second. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the plugs in there look pretty decent, except for this, maybe these two. Maybe they're not making good contact because the gap is a little bit bigger. So I might pry them up all slightly just to ensure that they make good grounds, and then put it back in and see if it works. Give me a moment. Alright, so I just did that now. We'll get the tail light back in and see if that works. If it doesn't work, we'll just check the other side, to be honest. Maybe there's an issue there. Alright, so that's back in. Let's test it now. So this tail light's back in and working, but this one's still dim. I don't know if you can see, you can't see the yellow mark on it. So we'll take that one out and see if there's any issues with the connections on that one. Half out. Almost certain this is the problem. I feel like someone's glued this in. Aha, yes. Need to be very careful not to break the actual plug. Oof. There we go. Alright, the ones on the tail light look fine. Now let's see. Aha, there's a bent thing. Let me show you. There's a bent pin inside there. Do you see that? One of the pins looks damaged. So I'm going to try and flatten that now with a screwdriver. Hopefully get it looking as normal as possible. Worst case scenario, we can just change the plug. But this is a genuine Renault plug, so I'm actually trying to preserve it. Okay. I feel like maybe it wasn't having a good connection, and then someone tried to pry it into place so it would hold. They've just done it the wrong way. It's supposed to pry right at the bottom of the connectors. The good thing is it doesn't look melted or corroded, which is a very, 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 very good sign. Oh. Try and lift that up a bit. Lift that up a bit. Oh, goodness gracious. Stupid Get yourself a screwdriver with a magnetic tip. Bloody hell. This one needs a bit more. This one's not staying up. I feel like that might be the issue. Alright, let's try it like this. Just plug in the tail light, try it, and then we'll just get it seated properly. I'll put it on, 1 sec. As you can see, bippity boppity boo, it's working again. Let's do this. See that? That easy. Onto the air pipe under the bonnet. Let me just turn the car around. Do a quick test to make sure it works. And the tail light too. Nice and bright, love it. Alright, let's get under the bonnet and see if we can fix this pipe. So I'll show you the culprit now. Just take him out real quick. Give me a moment. So here is the pipe that is the issue. I'll show you the one that we just bought because it looks very different. So look at this. See this piece there? That's connected to the small pipe that has a bolt in it in this car. So now we have this extra pipe. It looks identical to this pipe in terms of length, so we can use that just in case. I'll take the small pipe and then I'll undo this. And I'll try and put it here. First of all, let's replace this Jubilee. Oh, we can't replace the Jubilee clip. It's molded into the pipe. What a stupid design! Anyway, it is what it is now. I have to remove the bolt. I'll show you what it looks like now. Here is what we're looking at. See how that fits in there now nicely. This thing is going to go on to, let me put this down. This thing's going to go onto there. Just see that? Nice. And then this goes straight onto this pipe. Fits perfectly. So we'll try and get that all sorted. And I'll show you in a minute. Just wanted to show you, as you can see, some actual idiot has actually bolted this in. This is a long bolt. This goes down to here. Okay, and I'm actually having to use a tool to remove it because I literally cannot pull it out and I don't want to damage this pipe. Just wanted to show you that. Okay, so I've just got everything seated. I'm going to show you how it's done in a minute. But everything looks good. I feel like it was the breather kind of valve pipe thing. Check the coolant again. Yeah, coolant looks fantastic. It's holding up. The oil level's fine. Here is how everything looks now. This is kind of fed the way it is, just kind of got a bend here because that's just how it is from factory. But I used the new pipe as well. As you can see, it plumbs down to there. It's a bit longer, so that's useful. This fits in to here perfectly. No insane movement. This perfect, and this all the way down on there. So what I'm going to do now is try and take it for a drive and let's see if limp mode is still on. Hopefully this has fixed it. Okay, initial impressions. It's a lot quicker. It's a lot quicker now. I'm not sure if there was something that was stopping the turbo working or just the ECU didn't know what to do, but it's seriously different. And it's a lot smoother now. I think what was going on before was maybe the engine was close to stalling. That's why it felt a bit choppy, setting off. That's the only thing I can think of, because now it's better than before. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it. We're going to get onto the main road here. Even now at lower RPM, I'm in third gear going around that roundabout. And it's very quick. See if there's any issues behind us. No lip mode. Just flooring it in 4th gear. It's not, you know, insanely quick, but there is a difference. Okay, so as you can see, the first part of the drive went well. Limp mode's fixed, which is excellent. And then one of my biggest concerns came into place, and I'll let you watch that now. Oh no, the clutch is slipping. Oh no, no! No! The clutch is gone. So, after raging for about 20 minutes, with a lot of words that I can't say on YouTube, okay, the clutch is gone on this car. Now, I don't know if the previous owner knew about this or not, but it seems pretty far gone enough that you would have noticed, even if the car was in limp mode, because as soon as it warmed up, I went for a few runs, and that's when it showed up. Okay? So, I think the owner would have known about this. I thought this car had a clutch cable. It said online that it's a self-adjusting clutch cable. It doesn't have a clutch cable. It's a hydraulic clutch. Okay? Meaning that and what it uses is called a clutch concentric slave cylinder. That's what it is. So the slave cylinder is not outside like on other cars. It's inside where the clutch is. I've never done a clutch before. Okay? I called Renault. They said they don't make a lot of the parts for this car anymore. I'd have to get them aftermarket. The clutch kit is £100. We could buy the clutch kit and still be under budget. However, when I contacted a local garage to do the work for me, the cheapest quote I got was £819. And another place quoted me £1,150 for the clutch on this car. So, I don't know what to do, frankly. I don't know whether to try and take the clutch on myself or pay the money, lose the challenge, sell the car. I don't know. Okay? Please subscribe if you haven't already. Show some support, please. Let me know what you think I should do. It would make for good YouTube content, trying to do a clutch, potentially failing. It wouldn't make very good for my pocket. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, let me know your thoughts. And I'll probably see you next week. You'll find out next week what happens anyway.